welcome back to my channel. I am Shayance or Shay. As you can see from the title of this video, this is going to be a story time, and it's going to be a story time about my worst roommate experience ever. Okay, where are my manners? Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, make sure that you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and press that bell button so that you are notified every time that I post a video. If you would like to join my Shay Bays, then why wouldn't you? You know, they're lit, I'm lit, we're lit, it's lit. So don't you want to come get litty with us? Because who wouldn't want to sit with us? Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna hop right into it, y'all, cause so let's get right into it. First off, I am in my second semester of my junior year in college. Okay, this happened my freshman year. I go to Penn State, not the main campus. I go to Penn State Harrisburg. So off the rip of me coming to college, I did not want to live in a dorm. I didn't want to have a roommate because my campus offers different housing. A lot of campuses offer different housing. I didn't want to live in a dorm because I didn't want to have a roommate. I didn't want that. Y'all, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the Roommate movie. I didn't want to have that experience. I can be a friendly person, but that's my personal space, and I don't want you all in my space, and then if you irk me, I gotta look in your face every day. No, wasn't here for it. So I told my parents that in the beginning. Once I decided that this is where I want to go, and I was looking into housing, I'm like, I don't want a roommate. And they were just both like, we want you to have the full roommate experience, the full college experience, and that comes with having a roommate. So my mom told me, don't go into this with a negative mindset, don't be that way. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't, to start off the semester, I didn't have a negative mindset. I was like, okay, maybe we'll be cool, that'll be the one person I know. We might end up being friends. Originally, one of my friends were supposed to be coming here, and the last minute she decided not to. So I thought I was gonna have her as a roommate. So I was like, all right, I could do that. That's my sis. We gonna be here with it. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So if you don't know, Penn State is a PWI, and like many other young black students going away to a PWI, we all had the thought of, am I gonna have any black friends? Are there gonna be other black people? And it's not to be racist towards anyone else. It's just, when you're in a new environment, you go for what you know. So if you see someone of your same ethnicity, culture, race, religion, you might naturally flock to them because it gives you a sense of comfortability. Okay, so the dorm that I lived in, it's a suite, and the 2 rooms had 2 people. So it's 4 people that got there, but 2 people to a room. So I met my other 2 roommates, suite mates, through, I think they found me on Facebook, and they messaged me, and they were so sweet. They were really nice. And for some reason, we couldn't find my roommate on any social media. And y'all, you know how everybody got that friend that can find out any and everything? I'm that friend. So, I had to roll my sleeves up and go to work, and I couldn't find her. So I'm like, if I can't find her, she just really must not have any social media. So whatever the case may be, when it came closer for us to come up here, I forget what website. The website that pairs us up with our roommates released everybody's phone numbers and information. So I text her, and I text her, and I'm like, hey, my name's Shay, you my roommate. And I sent a picture of myself so she know what I look like. Because when I met my other 2 roommates, we all started a group message, and we sent pictures of ourselves so that we know who we are. And little facts oh, I played volleyball in high school, stuff like that. Just quick little facts so we get to know each other. So I text her, and off the rip, she was just like, okay. Okay. I'm like, all right, you know what? We're not from the same place, and I know that from the area code of her number. So we're not from the same place. So, you know, everybody take things differently. Everybody, you know, just you take things differently. So I'm like, maybe she didn't mean it that way. Maybe she was just acknowledging that I was texting her in general. Maybe she was doing something, so she didn't write me back, like with a whole lot. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I told my mom, she like, don't think too deep into it. So I didn't. Okay, boom. So then, it came time for moving day. So we got, like, my family and we got here like extra early so that, you know, we didn't have to worry about, well, first of all, it was first come first serve. So you're assigned a room, but you pick, whoever gets there first picks their side of the room, and I wanted a specific side of the room. So I got there early for that, and so that, you know, we could have the day, and then my family still had to go back home, so we didn't want them like up there all late or whatever the case may be. So we got there early, you know, I unpacked everything. I met my other roommates in person, and I'm 5'2.25", and I guess you can't tell that in my pictures. So they just thought I was the most adorable thing, and I was just like, yeah. Like, but it was really nice to meet them. So I was like, okay, now where's my roommate? For video purposes, I'm not gonna say her real name. I'm gonna call her Jenny. Well, I was waiting. I'm like, well, where's Jenny? Like, why isn't she here? So the whole day goes by. They had like little welcoming festivities, you know, to make everybody feel comfortable and stuff. And we went to all of those. They had snacks, and, you know, I like to eat, okay? Like, Big Mama was happy I got to eat. So I went to all of that. The next day came, and was it the next day? I believe it was, no. It was either the next day or that night. I can't remember, but one of those, long story short, she ended up coming up really late and moved all her things in really late. She was from New York, so I think she said like there was an issue with her getting here, whatever the case may be. So to my surprise, when she came, she was black, and I'm like, oh, okay, like Penn State did something here, like, you know. So she was excited that, you know, I was black too, because we like, we here with it. And like I said before, it's nothing against any other race, ethnicity, nationality, culture. It's just a comfortability thing. So we were like, oh, okay, like, hey. And, you know, 1 hour into her being there, her parents were like, because our rooms came with cable boxes, like free cable, but the cable box was only on one side of the room, and that just so happened to be her side of the room. So they were like, they basically told me that I couldn't have a TV in my room because it was going to distract her from her studies. And I'm like, what? Like, y'all not my parents? What do y'all mean I can't have a TV because your daughter can't be distracted from her studies? That sounds personal. Like, so I'm like, okay. I text my mom, like, Mom, it's not. And she was like, don't be that way. So I'm like, all right. So boom, that was strike one. And it wasn't even more so her, it was more so her parents. I just didn't like that. Like, they, excuse me. So whatever the case may be, I'm not a disrespectful person. I wasn't raised that way. So I just left it where it was at, and I just left out the room. Let them unpack, let her have her time with her family. So fast forward, there was a time when I went home for the weekend, and she texted me something, and I honestly can't remember word for word what she said, but like, I'm a big person on, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And my abuela taught me that from when I was little. Okay, so it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I know how to respectfully talk to people, so you need to know how to talk to me. You get what you give. So yeah, I honestly just don't remember what she said, but it was like, however she said it, I didn't like it. Like, she wasn't talking to me, she was talking at me, and this ain't that. Girl, no. So I kindly told her that I don't like what you're like, I don't like how you're saying what you're saying, so you need to revise what you're saying. And she didn't see anything wrong with it, so I'm like, you know what, whatever. Sidebar, she was actually the youngest one in our suite. She was in college a year early, I believe, so I feel like that played a part in it too. Like, you know, you're young, like you're younger and you're in college, so you might be caught up in the hype of it, and you're gonna maneuver and handle things differently. So I was trying to consider that, but yeah, no. So when we got back to school, we had on campus you have roommate agreements. So when we got back, we ended up, like, I think we had to establish our roommate agreement or something. And there was, like, when I came back, I used to make my bed before I left for home. Anytime I left home to go home for the weekend, I would make my bed. And there was a certain way I used to set my pillows up. And when I came back, like, some of my pillows were knocked down. And you know how when you first put a comforter down and then somebody sits on it, when they get up, like, it's still an imprint of them sitting on the comforter? There was that on my bed. So I'm like, I didn't sit on my bed before I left, because I made it and then literally left out the room. And my pillows were knocked down. So a part of our roommate agreement was that if we were to have company, our company would not sit on the other one's bed, sleep in the bed, anything of that nature. So I asked her if her friend, you know, was on my bed. And she was basically like, no, why would she be on your bed? You told me, because clearly somebody was on my bed. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, sometimes I trip, but I know I wasn't tripping this time. So, whatever. That was dead. I'm like, all right. I just rewashed my stuff in case she was on my bed, because I don't know her. And I don't like germs. Like, certain germs is, So, whatever the case may be, I just washed my stuff. Then, as, like, the semester went on, because the semester started at the end of August. So as the semester went on, I just started to notice, like, her having a lot of, I'm gonna say, male friends. And, you know, I'm not against that, because when I was younger, I was like a tomboy. I kind of still am a little bit, but, like, I have a lot of male friends, but they're literally like my brothers, like, bro, like, so, but those weren't the type of male friends she had. Okay, so I don't know, like, what she was personally doing with them, but, like, they used to come to our suite door and, like, come to our room, like, looking for her and stuff like that. And it got to a point where they were like, oh, you're Jenny's roommate. And I'm like, maybe. Like, that's not, if somebody come up to you like that, your friend, your roommate, your cousin, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whoever was doing something they ain't had no business, okay? Like, it's a reason people say things like that. So I didn't like that. And I'm like, all right. Okay. So by this point in the semester, I made my own friends. So me and her tried, like, the whole little bonding thing, and we just didn't click. Like, we tried to click in the beginning because my birthday is November 13th. I'm a Scorpio. So I'm a Scorpio. She's a Sagittarius. And I'm not big on zodiacs, but I just feel like I really think I just don't get along with Sagittariuses. I've had a couple encounters with Sagittariuses, and I don't like those people, really. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence, but whatever the case may be, we tried to bond because our birthdays were like 2 weeks apart. But again, like I said, it didn't work out. So I had my friends, she had her friends, and we just had like a common ground. Like, it wasn't no beef, like, we lived together, but it was just a common ground. Fast forward, and one day on campus, my friend that I'm friends with now, like, we lived together in our apartment, me and her were staying with our other two friends, and we were talking to them. And they were like, yeah, like, how y'all like campus, like, da-da-da-da. And, you know, just busting it up. So one of them were on the basketball team. And he saw his teammate across, like, the campus. Because we were outside. He saw his teammate across the campus. And he was like, yo, ain't that your roommate? that he with? So I'm like, yeah. So he FaceTimed his teammate or whatever and was talking to him. He was basically like asking like, yeah, bro, like, you mess with her like on that type time, right? Like, but his teammate didn't have no headphones in. So he asking them. So then my friend that I live with now, she basically was like, she's such a hoe. Like, that's basically what she said. I don't remember word for word, but that's basically what she said. Like, she's such a hoe. So, like I said, the teammate didn't have no headphones in, y'all. So she heard my friend say that. So I laughed because I'm like, don't say that. Like, that's not nice. But like, yeah, whatever. No matter the case may be, I laughed because I felt like it was funny at the time. Okay. So this, I don't remember the exact day, but my freshman year, I had an 8 a.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I also was on the dance team. So we used to have practice from 9 to 11 at night, okay? So imagine going to a full day of classes, then going to practice from 9 to 11, and then having to get up for an 8 a.m. It's not fun, but you know, I made it work because I like to dance and I'm going to go to my classes. You do what you got to do. So I left dance practice and I was on the phone with my best friend. So I'm talking to her while I'm walking back to my dorm. So I get in my dorm. I'm telling her like, I was like, yeah, I'm eating macaroni cup, getting a shower, get my clothes out. I'm going to sleep and I'm tired. Like, this was a long day. So I'm telling my best friend all of this. So I already got my little next hour schedule planned out. So I come in my dorm, and you know, like the scene in the movies and stuff where the person is sitting in the dark with the light off, waiting for you to come in and turn the light on. When I came in my dorm, the light wasn't, the overhead light was off, but her lamp light was on. So it was like giving me those vibes. So I walked in like, okay. But she was up, so I'm still moving around a little quiet. So I'm still on the phone. So she sees that I'm on the phone. And she was like, can I talk to you for a minute? So I was like, yeah, 1 second. Like, I'm on the phone. And she was basically like, I'm in now. So I look like, okay, let's talk. So she's talking to me, but as she's talking to me, I'm still moving around doing whatever I'm doing. Like, I was still getting my clothes out, getting everything ready for the next morning. So she was like, basically, she tried to confront me about what my friend said about her.
Bitch, what? Bitch.
Make it make sense, okay? So she tried to confront me. Like I said, this happened in 2017. It's 2020 now. I don't remember word for word the conversation. I just know, like I said earlier, she doesn't know how to talk to people. She talks at people. So the beginning of the conversation, she said something and she cursed at me. And I'm going to run it back. Mutual respect. I'm not cursing at you. I'm not talking to you aggressively. Don't talk to me like that. And I'm not in the mood. I just came in from practice. I had to get up early. I'm not a morning person. Like, this, not that at all. So I said, watch your mouth, but go ahead. So she apologized or whatever, finished talking. So mind you, in the midst of all this, I'm still on the phone with my best friend. I got my headphones in. I'm still on the phone with her. She wanted me to say something to my friend. And I'm like, if you have an issue with something that she said and you know exactly who she is, why are you saying something to me? That to this day, that still doesn't register in my head, right? Like, if you have an issue with something my friend said, say something to her. We all grown here. Like, we're not grown, but like, we old enough. Like, we grown. You can say something to her. Like, but I don't know, because my friend, if I'm not mistaken, she's like 5'10", 5'11". So she can be a little intimidating to other people. And like I said, I'm 5'2.25". My friend is 5'10", 5'11". The girl was probably like 5'5". So she might have been a little scared to say something to my friend. I don't know. But I didn't like that. So I was like, what you saying something to me for? She was mad that my friend called her a hoe. And she was like, if it were the other way around, she would say something to her friends. And I'm like, oh, well, if it were the other way around, I wouldn't say anything to you. I would say something to your friends because you didn't say what was said. Your friend did. Makes sense. Right? She kept talking, and then the words that stuck out to me was, and if I had to say something again, it's gonna be a problem. I said, excuse you? Yeah. No. That was that for me. I'm on the phone with my best friend. She's like, who's she talking to? I said, well, I don't know who she talking to. Who you talking to? Because you're not talking to me. You're not at all. The North Philly jumped out of me real quick because, girl, you're not talking to me. And you know what I said? I said to her, like I said, yo, I had a long day. I had to get up the next day for classes, and I had another long day ahead of me. So you know what I said to her? I'm like, oh, it's going to be a problem? Where I'm from, those fighting words. I said, so what you want to fight? She like, oh no, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant that it was going to be a problem. I said, and when I tell somebody that it's going to be a problem, that means I'm going to smack them. I said, so are you going to smack me, Jenny? You going to smack me? I said, smack me then. So yo, when I look back, when it's like the situation is kind of funny. My whole thing is, I throughout the conversation, I told you to watch how you're talking to me. And this is not the first time I've told her that she does not know how to talk to people. I told her before, you need to watch how you speak to people, because it's not going to get you far in life if you keep talking at people. You have to talk to them. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. I've said this to you multiple times, and now that we're having this conversation, throughout the conversation, I've told you to watch how you talk to me. You just keep yapping them gums, and that's going to get you in a situation you don't want to be in. So I took my headphones out, put my phone down, I started walking towards her, and I guess our sweet mates heard us, and they ran in and they grabbed me. They're like, Shay, calm down. I'm like, no. She said it's going to be a problem. What's going to be the problem? I want to know what the problem's going to be. So she started like whining, and now she want to act so scared. And I'm like, you was just so big and bad talking about it was going to be a problem. Like, I'm making it make sense, girl. I'm really confused. So yeah, like I was just so over it. Like, yeah. And then we had our RA. He had to actually come in and de-escalate the situation. And while he was trying to de-escalate the situation, we started arguing again. And he was like, you know what, this problem is beyond me. We're going to have a meeting with his boss and see what we can do to fix the problem. And basically, if the problem wasn't fixed, then one of us would have to move. And he was like, if either one of you were to violate the roommate agreement, then you would have to leave. So yeah, after that night, it wasn't tension. We just didn't mess with each other. Like, we didn't speak. When the other one came in, we didn't have anything to say. There wasn't nothing to say. Like, you stay on your side of the room, I stay on mine. But after a while, like, I started to notice that as a female, her cleaning habits were kind of nasty. Not kind of, they were trifling, y'all. Like, I'm not about to sugarcoat it. Her cleaning habits were actually trifling. But that's a story for another time. So she just used to irritate me so bad. Like, majority of the time I wasn't in the room. I used to be with my friends. And my other friend, she had a single room. So we used to be in her room because she didn't have a roommate. Like, she had housemates but not a roommate. And that was the housing I actually wanted. So we used to be in her room all the time. I was barely in my room. Like, I slept there, I woke up there. Like, I didn't really chill there. My roommate just used to irritate me so bad. Like, and it got to a point where the next semester, like, we made it through the fall semester, then spring semester rolled around, and y'all, I had a 9 a.m. She had a 10 a.m. Why is it that you're up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you turn the overhead light on, like the light in the middle of our ceiling? Why would you turn the light on and you know I'm sleeping? Like, she was just very inconsiderate, and I was really over it. Like, I was not here for it at all. So I used to tell my mom, and after all, my mom knew I wasn't tripping. She was just like, you need to see what you can do about that. So my friend, my tall friend, her name is Sania didn't really, her roommate didn't have beef or issues. She just didn't really care for her. So when we found an empty room in the building that we were living in, we went in, put a request, and we moved in together 2 floors down. I didn't say nothing. I only said something to my roommates that lived, well, my suite mates that lived next door. I had to go because I was really going to like knock that girl head off. Like, so yeah, we ended up moving into the other room. I didn't say nothing. I just got all my stuff. And when I say I was really trying to get out of there, like, I moved everything in an hour by myself. Everything. And I have a lot of stuff, okay? If you know me, you know I got a lot of clothes. I got a lot of extra stuff, a lot of sneakers. Like, I moved everything. I was ready to go. Like, I had to leave. I didn't say nothing. And I think I forgot one thing when I went upstairs to get it. She was in the room, and I guess she realized that, like, I was moving out. And little mama was excited, okay? Because she done pushed, like, it's 2 of everything, like the same things. She started pushing things together. Like, we had dressers under our bed. She pushed 2 dressers together. She was about to push the beds together, like, and I'm like, okay, girl, like, you're hype. I don't care. Oh, that was horrible. Like, it was a horrible, horrible, horrible experience. Just be very cautious of your roommates. Don't go into anything with a negative mindset, and not in any way, shape, fashion, or form do I promote violence. Like, that's not me promoting violence in this video. It's just that's what it came to. It's not like it was one incident. It was like things building up, and I had enough. Like, I was here and she took me here, okay? So yeah, just happened to me. It can happen to all of us. Like, it's just people have bad roommate experiences, but just grow from it, you know, learn from it, because that was a part of the college experience. That was part of my college experience. Everybody's experience is different, okay? So my parents wanted me to have a college experience, and I did. Almost knocked my roommate head off. But I now live with my 2 friends, and we live in an apartment off campus, and, you know, living situation is a lot better. I don't even think that Jenny goes here anymore. I think she transferred to the main campus. I'm not sure. I can honestly care less. I just know I don't see her on campus at all. Like, I still used to see her sophomore year. I don't see her anymore, and, you know, it's fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and thank you for watching. And if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and press that bell button so that you are notified every time I post a video, because I'm lit, my subscribers are lit, it's lit, we're lit. And if you want to come get litty, make sure you subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. I got it, I want it, I got it.